Welcome to 549 Media. The lights are on, the crowd is loud, and the stage is set for tonight's action. From the opening whistle to the final buzzer, we bring you every drive, every shot, every play that makes the difference. This is where passion meets performance and every moment counts. Grab a snack, sit back, and enjoy your hometown Yellowjackets because the game starts now.
And good evening and welcome into the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. Late start tonight for tonight's Heart of the Lakes Conference battle between the Perham Yellowjackets and the Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton Rebels. Due to the fact that our B squad and JV matches went 3 sets, but it should be a fun one here tonight between these two squads, Lance.
Right, well, you've got a battle of two teams that know each other very well, and DGF's had a long list of successful years coming. It's again sorry about that. The Rebels have had a long line of success, including last year, and the Yellowjackets are still, I would say, trying to find their way, Jason. And you can look at, don't have to go any further than their schedule this year with every other win and every other loss, and again, it's that consistency piece that I would imagine Coach Thompson and her staff is looking to find. And that's probably what you can say about the Rebels up to this point. They've been nothing but consistent, knocking off some high teams this year. I know they got Ada Bohr up in a tournament 2-0, and they're rated 8th in the 1A volleyball, but they've got a lot of veteran players coming back, and that usually leads to that success.
Well, we have a full pregame show lined up for you here tonight. We'll be joined by Yellow Jacket head coach Paige Thompson, as well as Perham's senior member of the student council, Miley Anderson, to talk about homecoming in 2 weeks. We'll have that here coming up when we come back here on the 549 Media Network.
At River's Edge Cabinetry, we believe your home should be a true reflection of you. Our expert team combines custom design, quality craftsmanship, and 3D visualizations to bring your vision to life. From kitchens and bathrooms to family rooms and outdoor kitchens, we handle every detail. Experience a seamless remodeling process with personalized service and attention to detail that you can trust. River's Edge Cabinetry, custom design for your lifestyle. Visit us in Perham or online at riversedgecabinetry.com.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
At Hilltop Lumber, we're not just about building materials. We're about building relationships. We're honored to be recognized for our excellence in our industry. But the greatest reward? It's the trust we built with our customers. It's not just about providing quality materials. It's about building strong relationships. We're proud to be a part of the communities we serve, working with you to bring your vision to life. Because at Hilltop Lumber, success is measured by the partnerships we create and the homes, businesses, and dreams we help build together. Hilltop Lumber, where we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Hello and welcome back to 549 Media. I'm Jason Groth, now joined by Yellow Jacket senior Miley Anderson, getting ready in a couple of weeks for a couple of big events coming up here with homecoming. First, the excitement there, and how is that going?
So homecoming starts on Sunday this year. Usually it starts on Monday, but we're ready to get started on Sunday. We're going to start off with Powder Puff at the football field at 6 o'clock, and then that is also when we'll be crowning our coronation king and queen.
A little bit of a change this year, having the coronation at the football field at halftime. What kind of came about from that?
So we decided that we want a bit more of an audience this year for Powder Puff and to bring more people in. So we feel like having coronation there will draw a lot of people in for that.
Homecoming, an exciting week, a lot of events planned.
Yes, we have dress-up days every single week, Monday through Friday. Friday will be Jacket Pride. We also have a Pet Fest on Friday, followed by a parade where we'll have lots of school spirit. The parade starts at 2 o'clock, and we've contacted a lot of businesses in Perham, but if we haven't reached out to you and you're interested, you can call the office and join in on the parade.
What have you heard on the parade so far and the route this year?
So it'll be the same as usual. We'll go through all of the high school, the middle school, the elementary school, and then we'll go over to the parochial schools, throw out candy, whatever they decide to throw out, lots of different things. Tennis might throw out some tennis balls, switch it up a little bit, but just bring lots of school spirit.
Homecoming as a senior, what's that mean to you?
I mean, I've been going here since I was in preschool. I love Perham. It's just a great way to show my school spirit and just bring a lot of spirit to the school.
That exciting week beginning that Sunday of the 21st through the 26th. I mean, what's kind of the planning behind the scenes? The student council, I know, does a lot. What kind of the planning behind the scenes for this event?
So student council has lots of meetings. We like to get input from everyone in the school, not just the student council leaders. So just hearing from everyone what they want to do. Powder Puff started up last year and it was a big hit. So we want to get as many people involved as that. And then the Pet Fest, that's where the whole schools come together, and that's just a great time to show our spirit.
Powder Puff event, like you said, was a big hit. What kind of was the idea to bring that back, and what can fans and people that visit expect to see?
So obviously we have the big football game on Friday, so we kind of like to do Powder Puff to gear up for that, give the girls a little opportunity to do something fun. We just hope to draw a big crowd and start the school spirit.
With the Powder Puff, is this where the football team gets to coach the team, and how does that go?
We like to have the football guys coach, so usually it's 2 guys per grade. They like to draw up plays. They take it a bit more serious than us girls do, but that makes it a lot of fun.
The coronation that night allows the king and queen to be kind of for the whole week and acknowledge that.
Yes.
Is that kind of the process in that?
Yeah, so for Powder Puff, the king and queen will be coronated at halftime, so that's why we decided to do that. And we're not quite sure how we'll crown them yet, but stay tuned for that. Come to Powder Puff and you'll find out.
Always seem to be something creative with the king and queen there.
Yeah.
Just so we can general the events and bringing the alumni back for homecoming, what's that like?
Just seeing a bunch of people from Perham come, especially to the football game, that's probably the biggest event for homecoming. It's just so nice to see everyone from the community unite and celebrate the Jacket Pride.
You mentioned how could businesses or community members become involved if they would like to?
So we've reached out to a lot of businesses in the area, but obviously there are so many it's hard to reach out. So if you're watching this and you are interested in joining the parade, you can call the PHS office and we'll get you included in that lineup.
All right. Anything else about homecoming week you'd like to add you can think of?
Just excited for a spirit-filled week.
All right. Thank you very much, Miley.
Thank you.
And that's Miley Anderson right here on 549 Media. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plans. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
And welcome back to the Hive. Again, we'd like to thank Miley Anderson talking a little bit about homecoming, which is coming up September 21st through the 26th. Kicks off with the Powder Puff game and the homecoming coronation on Sunday evening at Ted Minover Field, which should be an exciting event coming up. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back, and we'll be joined by Yellow Jacket head coach Paige Thompson as the Yellow Jackets get ready to take on the Rebels here tonight from the Hive.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, You want that licorice to look good. You want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Hello and welcome back to the 549 Media Pregame Show. I'm now joined by Yellow Jacket head coach Paige Thompson, getting ready for an Heart of Lakes Conference battle tonight with Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton. What do you expect to see from the Rebels here tonight?
Yeah, we expect to see a well-rounded team. Their defense is excellent, so we know that offensively we're going to have to work hard to find their holes. We also need to serve the ball aggressive to help their offense slow down a little. On
Saturday it was a different kind of contest overall, a very dominant first set, and then it kind of was a lot of ebbs and flows in sets 2 through 4. What was kind of the message to the team after that one?
Yeah, so set 1, we really came out and just focused on ourselves like we talked about doing in our game plan. Sets 2 through 4, we did lose, but I think there was a lot of key points that we can take away to learn from and grow from. Than more negative. So that's a positive on our end. Yes, I wish we could have won that one, but it happens.
Seemed like a little bit in that contest when you guys were really on point is when you guys were more aggressive and kind of dictating, as you said, worrying about yourself, but dictating the play towards Moorhead.
Yeah, we started letting them control versus us controlling. So then again, we started hesitating and making just silly errors versus being in control.
Now a DGF team, like you said earlier, a strong team that's coming with an 8-0 mark on the year, of tournament win over the weekend. What will be keys for your squad against them tonight?
Be smart offensively. We can't just tip to them. We still have to swing, and we need to pass the ball and also read their hitters. So it can be done. We just have to stay in control and work together.
The service game, it seems like when you guys are rolling, it's really when that's going.
Yeah, we play our best ball when we're able to have runs, and when we don't have runs, then we struggle. So it all kind of depends on our serving game. So we'll see what happens tonight.
I know there's been some changes in trying to find the right continuity in the lineup. How's that been coming for you so far?
Yeah, I mean, I told them from day one that I'm going to change things when things aren't working. So for the most part, they are all continue to work hard, and they all want a spot, so that's good to see. Now I just need consistency.
How are you seeing some of those girls kind of respond from some of that adversity overall?
They go to JV, and they play really well and really aggressive. So I just hope it's the same when they're with me.
All right, now coming up, you have a very special event that you guys put on every year, Dig Pink Night. That's coming up in October, but right now, able to buy some T-shirts first. We'll talk about that, but just what it means to you and the program overall hosting an event like this.
Yeah, so this is my second Dig Pink that I will be running with Perm Volleyball. And this year we're doing it for a current 4th grader at the elementary school. So when I heard about this, I just knew I needed to reach out. So I worked with some staff at the school to be in contact with Mom. And it's even sweeter because his sister is in my class this year. So she was able to help me kind of design the shirts and give me the okay of like what she liked and what she didn't like. So I think it was just more special too to have her opinion on that. So yeah, he was just diagnosed with brain cancer. His name is Charlie, and he had a surgery this past Friday. So just getting him healthy and working for him and towards him is just going to be a huge goal of ours again this year.
You have an event like this, it kind of shows that there's more to the game, more than that. What's it like for the team to come together in an event like this?
Yeah, so yesterday at practice we talked about this too, as I wanted them to talk to just have the answers if classmates asked or peers asked or teachers at the school. I want the girls to know what's going on too. So we just broke it down, and I mean, it was really awesome because after I left the conversation, the girls just stayed and talked for a few minutes, and I knew that's exactly what they needed, and it meant more than getting back on the court to pass. It's just them coming together as one.
T-shirts for the event and the fundraiser. Where can people probably try to get a hold of them right now?
Yeah, So we're spreading the awareness. All the staff received the email. It's all over social. If they have questions, they can email me and I can get them the link. We are going to have 25 shirts that we will be selling at the game. So limited supply to sell because we want the people to get their orders in now.
And with that, is this something have you talked to, I know in the past, Frazee and the opponents, usually they join in and help out. Is that something you've already reached out to them?
Actually, we just started yesterday, so I will be reaching out probably tomorrow when I have a second to breathe here. Mondays at school are always rough, but tomorrow I already have an email drafted. I just need to review it and send it to their program and see if they're interested in participating in the shirts as well.
All right, Paige, getting back on tonight's game with DGF. The Rebels always seems like it's a different atmosphere when you play the Rebels.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a fight whether we're on our A game or they're on their A game. So I just hope the girls are ready for it and are mentally prepared right now. So.
All right. Anything else like that, Coach?
Nope.
All right. That's the Yellow Jacket head coach, Paige Thompson, right here on 549 Media.
I'm Jen Hendrickson with United Community Bank. Jacket Pride isn't something we take lightly. We support the teachers and support staff that help teach our children every day. We support local Perm athletes with our Battle of the Bees sponsorship nights. And every year we award 4 scholarships to Perm seniors. Yellowjackets are my team and United Community Bank is my bank.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at PerhamRealEstate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Well, welcome back into the Hive. We're still a few moments away from the start of tonight's contest between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels. We thank you for tuning in here tonight and supporting 549 Media. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock back here on the pregame show.
Yeah, and I'm excited to get action started here, and we're not too far away. 2 minutes on the clock of warm-up, Jason. And again, you listen to Coach Thompson, and they definitely have a plan in place to how they want this to go. And I think that's the key to consistency, is sticking to that plan and doing the things and just improving on some of the areas that improvement is. And I don't think anybody who's watched the Yellow Jackets know it's going to start with passing. We talk about that every week, and it's just one of those fundamentals that you really can't get a good set and a good finish unless you have that good pass to start with. So I think that's the first key for the Yellow Jackets. Second key, I think, is shut down the run opportunities for the Rebels. And by that I mean, when you get the serve back, don't give it right back to them. And the Yellow Jackets have had moments where they've been really good, and then moments where they serve into the net and then give the momentum right back to the opponent.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by New Horizons Realty. For the Yellow Jackets will be Cameron Coe, Sophie Nelson, Sam Malzahn, Jocelyn Griffin, Addie Hacklin, Joby Larson, as well as Maddie Kunza. For the Rebels, it's Carly Wagner, an outside hitter, Ava Haas, Aria Garrett, Carly Tweeten, Daniel Boyd, and Hallie Schreiber. Head coach is Tessa Cyber for the Rebels. And it was Carly Wagner who had a big game the other day as the Rebels rolled through a tournament and now are sitting at 8-0 overall, looking to build upon that here tonight.
Right, and it's interesting where you look, because 3-0 overall, 5 of those wins coming in like pool play 2-0, but again, that's where they beat Ada Borup. But Wagner has been one that's been a consistent. You do a little research, her name pops up over and over. And Area Garrett's been around, it seems, Jason, for as long as we've been doing media together. We've called basketball and volleyball games with Garrett in the lineup, and it looks like she's ready even more so this year to roll probably from that middle spot. So when you've got that dual punch inside, outside, it makes it pretty hard to get that double block up, and that's going to be interesting to see how the Yellow Jackets do just that.
In their 8 wins, the Rebels have only dropped 2 sets. The Yellow Jackets hoping to be the first team to hand them 3 tonight. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have your introductions when we come back to the Hive on the 549 Media Network.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1, or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
And welcome back into the Hive. We'll now send it courtside to our Leon with their introductions.
From each team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to meet and thank those assigned for tonight's contest. Our officials come out of the Central Minnesota Volleyball Association. They are Mr. Jared Freudenberg and Mr. Fran Breiter. Line judges Nick Stokey and Dana Kennedy. How about a nice round of applause, because without these folks, we are not playing this evening. Thank you. Now let's meet the players from each team. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the DGF Rebels. Non-starters, number 1, Ava Schreiber. Number 2, Ellie Sosa. Number 3, Reagan Kaiser. Number 5, Aubrey Tisver. Number 11, Lily Reno. Number 12, Annika Stewart. Number 13, Gretchen Graham. Number 15, Lexi Frauke. Number 16, Maya Lukey. 17, Justice Sanders. And 18, Haley Woolwin. Now let's meet the starters for the Rebels. Number 4, Carly Wagner. The libero, number 6, Camille Costello. Number 7, Ava Haas. Number 8, Aria Garrett. Number 9, Carly Tweeten. Number 10, Ellie Boyd. And number 14, Hallie Schreiber. Assistant coaches Andrea Anderson, Serena Hansen, Stephanie Hansen. Head coach Tessa Tisver. Managers Chloe Gill and Haley Olson. And now let's meet the non-starters for the Perham Yellowjackets. Number 2, Eve Foltz. Number 5, Mia Zacharias. Number 6, Kyla Wolf. Number 10, Greta Gillespie. And number 12, Natalie Flatto. Let's meet the starters for the Yellow Jackets. Number 1, Cameron Coast. The libero, number 3, Sophie Nelson. Number 4, Maddie Kunza. Number 9, Sam Molza. Number 11, Jocelyn Griffin. Number 14, Addie Hackle. And number 17, Joby Larson. Assistant coaches, Tiffany Hamburger, Lainey Wacker, Kashi Garber. Head coach, Miss Paige Thompson. Manager, Tucker Kyle. Good luck to both teams, and let's play some volleyball.
Thank you once again, Arlie Ohm, with your New Horizons Realty starting lineups here on the 549 Media Network as we get ready to go for this one from the Hive. Jason Groth with Lance Rock, we thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast and coverage of Yellow Jacket activities. A very busy week here at the Hive this week with the Yellow Jackets taking on DGF tonight, then welcoming Staples Motley to the Hive on Thursday night. And then the DGF week continues on Friday night. Yellow Jacket football action. Myself, Kyle Haverman, will have the call from Mine Field where the Yellow Jackets take on DGF. Kickoff at 7 o'clock, pregame roughly around 6:30, 6:35-ish. We thank you for tuning in and get ready to go for this one between the Yellow Jackets and the Rebels. Yellow Jackets will have the night's first serve with Maddie Kunza to start things off in front of a spirited Yellow Jacket fan base here tonight. And the first serve is into the nets, and the unfortunate thing, if the net hums, you don't ask it to sing.
Yeah, and that's probably obviously not the start the Yellow Jackets wanted. I think get the nerves out of here. You know you're playing the top couple teams in the section here. And again, now shut the door on DGF. Don't let them get on an early run.
And that one goes in for a kill.
Nice job by the Yellow Jackets responding there. And again, I think that's a key tonight, Jason. You notice when the Yellow Jackets, when things aren't going really well, they start to tip over. I don't think they can go free against DGF very often. They're going to have to continue on the attack whether it's working or not. Nice block there by the Yellow Jackets. And again, this is probably, other than the serve into the net, is as good a start as you can as Jocelyn Griffin steps up, the southpaw here with a good serve, kind of keeps the Rebels off. Nice attack by the Rebels, sent back over by the Jackets. Again, Hackle there to a single block and gives the Yellow Jackets a 3-1 lead here on your scoreboard. And nice job by the Yellow Jackets there. They're moving their feet really well tonight. Another serve there by Griffin deep to the back row. Again, Rebels on the attack, gives a tough spot for Hackle. She tips it over, but right back. Jovi Larson with a roll shot over the attack. Again, good cover by the Yellow Jackets. Good movement on the defensive end. Larson with the attack. In the net by the Rebels. Point to the Yellow Jackets. Jocelyn Griffin stepping up again. Nice little run by her and the Yellow Jackets. Good line serve. Puts it right over the net. And an easy one there for Hackle. And a quick timeout here by the Rebels. Yellow Jackets take a 5-1 lead early in this one.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections, Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets!
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware. You can expect expert help for your next.
Nice serves there. Costello in the back row plays it. Now the hit attack goes long. The Yellow Jackets now lead 6-1. And Griffin will continue to serve.
Boy, she's on a nice run right here, and it's that low diving serve just like that one. Tough to return.
Gives the Yellow Jackets a 7-1 edge. Apologize, they had some technical difficulties with their scoreboard, but I believe we got the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard squared away as the Yellow Jackets off to that fast start. As Griffin with another serve, but that one goes just low.
Right, and what a nice run for the Yellow Jackets. Griffin with that left-handed serve came over, was just ticking the top of the net, making it really tough, and really caught the Rebels on their heels. So let's see the response. And there's your response, the ace serve.
That makes it 7-3 here on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard on the ace serve there by Carly Tweeten.
That's where I was talking about earlier, Jason, that this is the spot the Yellow Jackets now have to come back. Don't give momentum back to the Rebels. Get on your offense here, hit away, and get that back.
Larson over the double block, kept alive. Costello now past near side on the attack and kill for Carly Wagner.
Again, Coach Thompson making some adjustments here. That's a tough one, that cross-court kill, because you're not really expecting that. Good service game by both teams here to start this action tonight.
Hackle ranges for that one. Now set near side, looking for Wagner, and Wagner again delivers. And it's 7-5 there by Wagner as the service run continues for Carly Tweeten.
You brought her up earlier, Wagner, Jason, and you can see why. If you're the Yellow Jackets, you want to get the Rebels out of this rotation. She seems really confident swinging from this near side of your TV screen.
Sent far side now there to Hackle, saved by Tweeten. Pass near side, they go with the back row, and it's buried there. Danielle Boyd makes it 7-6 and a quick run back for the Rebels out of their timeout. They've shown some success here now right away.
Yeah, they're in a constant attack mode, and whether it is front row or now the back row, they're still attacking, and they hit the ball really hard.
There for Hackle. Costello can't get to it, keep it alive. It goes out. And 8-6 your score. Yellow Jackets will make a change. Going to serve will be Jovi Larson.
And again, I think you have to limit that for the Yellow Jackets. When you make that initial run and you're off the Griffin service line there, you got to get that right back. Now you've let the Rebels back in the game, and I think you want to keep some distance here.
That one goes just wide. Looking for that far side was Garrett.
She had it. She just didn't cut it quite enough to that corner. Again, the Yellow Jackets scrambling a little bit to figure out what these Rebels are trying to do as they're hitting cross court. They're tough with that action.
And once again, the attack there by Wagner. Yellow Jackets unable to track it down. 9-7 your score on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Serve into your screen that time. It was Wagner on the serve. Goes with the set here for Hackle. Costello plays that up. That one off the block and down for a kill on the far side. Getting that one, Maya Lupke. Actually, that was Alexis Fromke on that kill. Now Hackle off the double block in front of Costello, and it's down. That's 10-8.
That's a nice job by Hackle, Jason. It's fun to see when she gets determined and tries to go right through that double block. She swings with a lot of power, so that's a good sign for the Jackets tonight.
Hackle with the serve. That may have been out, but it was played anyway by Boyd. And now Boyd, though, makes up for it, gets the kill. Yellow Jackets scrambled, unable to get that over. It's 10-9. Arya Garrett will now serve. The Rebels brought a spirited fan base as well. Back set here for Malzoff over the double block, but the net violation will give the Yellow Jackets a point on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, making it 11-9.
And again, I almost thought, I was looking, I saw the net move, I thought maybe it was Malzoff with the follow-through hitting the net, but Rebels in the net.
Trying to go cross-court. Griffin with a nice play there for Malzoff now. He goes cross-court as well. Now the set back here near side. Sending that one long on the tip was Boyd. Nice communication there. Looked like Nelson was going to play, and at the last second she heard her teammates, and she let it go wide.
Well, one of the things I can say, not seeing the Yellow Jackets as much as you have, Jay, they're moving much better tonight on the floor. And that, a lot of times when you move, that communication piece comes with it. So nice job by the Yellow Jackets. Really impressive with their communication and with how they're moving defensively right now.
Allie Schreiber will now serve for the Rebels after the errant serve by the Yellow Jackets to make it 12-10. Griffin in the back row at Coast, and the set now for Zacharias. Blocked back, but out. Mia Zacharias there with the attack for the Yellow Jackets, makes it 13-10. Sam Malzoff will now serve. Jovi Larson back into the front row. Cross court on the low liner. Now set, but into the net again of the Rebels. It's been a couple of games since we've seen a couple of net violations calls here in the Hive. Now we have about two of them tonight right away in a 14-10 battle on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard as Sam Malzoff will serve. And she sends that one wide right in front of Rebel head coach Tess Sever.
Well, one of the things I'm seeing here, teams are playing very spirited against each other, but it might be the battle of who makes the less unforced errors, Jason, is both teams right now it's the in the nets, the serving out of bounds that are hurting both teams.
Griffin with an acrobatic right hand hit over. Now it's set over. Now Nelson there to Coast. Back in the middle for Zacharias. Played in the back row now near side. That's Schreiber. A Hackle reads it well. Coast there for Larson. Larson got a piece of it to send it over. Kept alive. Schreiber again finds the far side opening just behind the 10-foot line. It's 14-12.
And I've noticed from a few, whether it's on purpose or not, they've got a little cut to their when they swing, and it always goes to the Yellow Jackets' left-hand side, and it's kind of like a curveball. A serve there by the Rebels, and again, the Yellow Jackets have to keep the foot on the gas here. The Rebels, this Rebels team is really good, and you can tell they're unfazed by being behind.
Daniel Boyd at the service line. Nelson, Coast in the middle. Zacharias. Costello plays that now at the net, read by Larson. She puts it down. Jovi Larson. And now Camille Costello has now become the record holder for digs at DGF with 1,306. So congratulations to her. She passes the record that was set by Paige Faber, who was a libero from 2014 to 2017. A nice moment there as head coach Tess Ziver shares the ball with Camille Costello, who brings it to her family. And a great moment there, and a great job the Yellow Jacket faithful as well as the Rebel faithful for acknowledging and letting her soak in that moment of that great feat.
Right, and it's just awesome to see in sports when you see the sportsmanship come through with the Yellow Jackets giving her a good round of applause, and what a feat that is, and again, to be the all-time leader in any statistical category means you've put some time and effort into what you're doing.
Yellow Jackets do out of that get the point. So Kunze will serve. She comes back in right at Costello. That far side off the tape, diving save, Coast. Now to Larson. Sends it over and a read by Costello. It's out 15-14. And now it will be Costello to serve. Nelson plays that for Coast on the pass. Now they go to Griffin. Off the block, kept alive though by DGF. They'll have to send it over. Schreiber, you're not going to get anything easy from her. And now Hackle sends that back. Now back row will be Boyd. And she found the opening and a misread in the back row as Kunze tried to dive late. And we're all square at 15 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Well, and the most impressive thing to me with the Rebels here is they're in constant attack mode. It doesn't matter if it's a mishit. It doesn't matter where it's at. They're going to try to hit it hard, and the Yellow Jackets have to match that tonight.
Battle at the net. They go near side. Schreiber off the block. Nelson reads and keeps it. Coast now back to Larson. Larson long. And the Rebels now lead 16-15. The Rebels are throwing it back to Perham for a second. Made me think they was subconscious on a tip there, but no, it wasn't one. Costello with the serve. Right at Nelson. Goes there for Hackle, gets a swing, but the block is there. Garrett's with Tweeten, and it's 17-15.
I think if you're the Yellow Jackets, though, Jason, you'll take that type of attack every single time, as it was just a little bit better block that time, but Hackle had some power behind that one.
Hackle will send it over. The Rebels an opportunity. You don't want to give them too many of them, but this one works out for the Yellow Jackets. The Schreiber puts that one in the net. 17-16. Didn't get the roll across the top. Now Griffin will serve.
And Griffin started the first initial lead for the Yellow Jackets with the service game just like that.
Garrett left hand, Nelson there. Coast comes over to Larson. Larson just sends that over. Rebels are going to go to Tweeten. Tweeten in the double block. Yellow Jackets punch, keep it alive, and now the Yellow Jackets are into the net. Also could have been a lift, but it's 18-16.
Right, when we talked about it earlier, anytime you send it over free to the Rebels, you know it's coming back in some sort of offensive set. So the Yellow Jackets have to do a really good job of maximizing every attack.
And right there, Hackle ranges, gets that over, makes it 18-17. For the moment, slows the momentum down as Jovi Larson will go to the service line.
You mentioned it earlier, Jovi's the only one I think that serves opposite court of everyone else in all the games that we've watched so far, Jason.
That one right there, DeKoons, she keeps it alive. But eventually an errant play, and it gives the point to the Rebels. They'll send Wagner back to the back row. At 19-17, hopefully the Yellow Jackets might have that matchup that they want in the front. Low liner and a nice serve, and Hackle was unable to really control that one. The ace makes it 20-17. We're going to have a stoppage. We'll take it with them. The Yellow Jackets trail by 3 on the Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people. Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information.
Well, welcome back into the Hive. Rebels out of the timeout, leading by 3. Still serving with Schreiber. Nelson, tough receive. Coast with a nice play, and Kunze punches it over. Winding and swinging and sending it long was Daniel Boyd to make it 20-18. Oh, I got that confusion again now on the Yellow Jacket side. The Yellow Jackets do get the points, so Hackle will serve.
It's a very giving group of athletes tonight, just trying to let the other team have an advantage.
A nice shot with the net, Zacharias, but still punched alive by Fromke, and now sent long. And the Rebels get that point, 21-18.
In the words of you, Jason, that was a very unique point back and forth. Everybody was like within 5 feet of each other, and again, right idea by Molzoff, just a little too much on that one.
Garrett with the serve. Zacharias back row, played alive by Wagner. Now near side Boyd. Nelson keeps that going. Coast tracks it down after a long run to Molzoff. Molzoff, but a nice dive and save there by Schreiber in the back. Molzoff again. Near side, sent long on the attack attempt by Boyd. Coast will serve, 21-19. Jackets trying to make a run here late. And Coast may have done just that, but the Rebels keep it alive. Coast with the set. Now for Griffin, she gets a chance to swing. But again, the Rebels, persistent on defense, keep that alive, but the 2-hit will be called on the Rebels. Their footwork there, Lance, has been outstanding, and you know what, the court squeaks, you just let the shoes do the talking.
Well, and they're working extremely well. They're covering up. They're not leaving any gaps in for the Yellow Jackets, but you got to give the Yellow Jackets credit. They just keep firing away, and that persistence has paid off so far.
Griffin with the hit. Now Zacharias there. Costello, after Wagner initially keeps it alive. Back set again for Griffin. She gets a big swing, but the block was there. Now they go far side. Molzoff block there again. Yellow Jackets can't corral it. That's 22-20.
Man, that's unfortunate for the Yellow Jackets, as that's the best attack I've seen so far in my limited time watching them. Everybody came up firing, no tipping over the top. It's just unfortunate that it was a little too much Rebels there.
Serves that time by Schreiber. Now they go back row. Nelson ends up playing it over. Now near side. That's off the block. Yellow Jackets keep it alive. They go to the middle. Zacharias somehow punched up by Boyd. Rebels send it over. The Yellow Jackets had that free ball opportunity. Coast. Back set for Griffin. Griffin kept alive by Costello. Sent over there nicely by Schreiber. Now Zacharias, and there it's a kill for the Yellow Jackets at 22-21. And a big one for Mia Zacharias.
Great series here in the last 3-4 points by the Yellow Jackets. They just are on relentless attack. They've got the Rebels a little on their heels. The Rebels are the ones now sending the free ball over.
Great serve leads to this, but it's off the tape and kept alive by the Rebels. Big hit off the block by Carly Tweeten, and it's 23-21.
You know, you can just sense that veteran play by the Rebels, Jason, as they don't get overwhelmed by the attack of the Yellow Jackets. They just keep doing what they do, and they just have multiple girls who can hit the ball really well.
That one sent long, makes it 23-22. Maddie Kunze will serve. Timeout situation. Both teams are down to 1. And the race to 25 must win by 2. Kunze with a nice serve. And Tweeten sends it long, and we're tied at 23. And the Yellow Jackets have rallied back. This was the magic number against Moorhead, 23-23, when they made that run back, and Moorhead sees control. See what happens today, and Schreiber just misses the line, and it's 24-23. Yellow Jackets with set point here in set number 1, but before that happens, we'll have a timeout, and we'll come back to the Hive in a short 30 seconds.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
Welcome back to the Hive. Jason Groth with Lance Rock out of the timeout. Yellow Jackets with set point, 24-23. Be interesting to see what kind of adjustments are made by both teams out of this timeout, as Yellow Jackets hoping to get that a serve here. Costello set near side. Schreiber on the swing through the block and down. We're tied at 24. Sweet setup there on the return by the Rebels. Costello, though, started with the beautiful pass up to the set, and she'll now serve.
Well, and you just hope for the Yellow Jackets they can keep this intensity up because they're playing so well. They need a really good swing here.
And you get it from Addie Hackle. Yellow Jackets set point once again at 25-24. You talked about it earlier a little bit, Lance, is avoiding the big runs. They're obviously late. You're not going to get the big one in the final points, but that was a huge momentum swing.
Well, they've stayed away from that this whole set, Jason, where it's never gotten away from them, and now they're in the position to win this thing.
Nelson, Coast will set it. Hackle, left hand. Look, he wasn't expecting it. It goes to the net. We're tied at 25.
And one thing we can say about this team, they're going to be battle tested by the time it comes to playoffs and going extra points in sets, because they've had multiple this year. And you got to think at some point this growth is going to show for these Yellow Jacket ladies, and they'll pull these out.
Garrett off the block. Hackle punches it back over. Kept alive by the Rebels. They send it back over. Nelson plays it. Go set far side. Larson. Costello keeps it alive. Now they go near to the back row. Big hit attempt there by Boyd. Kept alive. Larson again from the foot line. Costello, tough pass up. But Wagner gets it over. Now Larson will punch it over. Back row, too long. 26-25, set point for the Rebels.
Boy, and that's a big one. It's shifted to the Rebels now, Jason. You almost feel comfortable when you've got that 1 point. You can't lose, but now if you're the Yellow Jackets, this has to be your best defensive set.
Kunzuk to Ghost. Hackle with the kill. And we're all square at 26. Some more free volleyball.
Boy, and you got to love the crowds are in it. The crowds for both teams are in it right now, and it makes for a really fun environment.
Joby Larson will serve. Low serve, Costello. Now the back set, far side. And blocked down at the net. Malzoff wins the battle, and it's 27-26, set point number 3. And the Yellow Jackets do it this time, leading by a point, 27-26 here in an energized Hive tonight. Larson the serve. And it's going to be an ace serve, and the Yellow Jackets take set 1, 28-26.
Wow, that almost, I know it's early in the season, had tournament-type feel to it. And again, the Yellow Jackets, that's where you're seeing them grow as all of these games and these tight games, they put that one away, and that's a great sign for things to come here for this young group of ladies.
We'll take a break, come back, and we'll get you set up for number 2 here from the Hive on the 549 Media Network.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
I'm Ryan Rusted with United Community Bank.
United Community Bank has served the Lakes area since 1911. We're proud that you, your grandparents, your kids, and your grandkids have chosen UCB. We know the power of a smile and a handshake. Perham, Dent, Frazee, those are our communities. And United Community Bank is our bank.
Welcome back into the Hive. We thank you for tuning in. The Yellowjackets victorious in set number 1, 28-26. And quite the rally it was for the Yellowjackets. The Yellowjacket tennis team, as you may have seen at times in their corner, head coach Jameson Miller along with Dave Cressup in the corner chatting with Mr. Aaron Anderson. They pick up a 5-2 victory today over Park Rapids. They continue to roll. I believe that puts them at 14-3 overall on the season, and a good run for them. The Rebels will have serve to start set number 2. Boyd will serve to start our second set. And she goes right at Nelson, and a tough receive leads to an easy kill. And it's buried in the middle by Eva Huss.
Well, just a few notes I made from set 1, Jason. I think it was unforced errors by the Rebels, but it was also the Jackets' ability to capitalize on them. That was ultimately the difference in that match. And let's see what changes. It looks like the Rebels have come out swinging again, which is no surprise to either one of us.
And once again, it's Wagner. And the Rebels lead 2-0 as Boyd will continue to serve.
She's really had a good early start for the Rebels as well, attacking from this left side and even from the back row. And now her service game has given the Rebels a little charge here.
Definitely keeping the receive on its heels, but a block at the net. Griffin and Zacharias there, and it's 2-1 now.
That was kind of the first setup there by the Rebels that wasn't really clean. And you could see the hit was off just a little bit, and good job by the Yellowjackets to get the double block up there.
Maddie Kunze will serve. Back set they go. And it's put down by Teeton to make it 3-1.
Well, after swinging away, that little roll shot kind of found the middle of the court, and it was tough to defend after you've been on your heels a little bit with the hard attacks that the Rebels have come with.
And that one goes just wide. That's 4-1 Rebels. Costello to serve, the record breaker for the Rebels. With a nice serve there. Larson lifts that over the net. Now they go backside again. Tweeten and finds the near sideline, according to one official, and one official says it's out. So out's the call. Nope. Or is it?
I think the side judge on the far side called it in, and they went to double check with him, so point to the Rebels.
And Hackle gets the kill off the block. It's 5-2. Griffin will serve. Nice low liner there by Griffin. Costello sends it over. Pass now for Hackle. She'll set it over off the hands of Garrett. Unable to dig that one up is Schreiber, and the Yellow Jackets capitalize on the air. 5-3 now on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. That shows the Yellow Jackets leading the match 1-0.
That's the one thing I think that's been consistent for the Yellow Jackets. Anytime the Rebels have left the door open, they've capitalized on it, and that's good play.
Back set for Hackle on the slide, and sends that right at DGF coach Tesla Cyber. Makes it 6-3, meaning that shot was out. So now Carly Tweeten will serve. Griffin backs up, plays it now for Hackle on the far side. Double block, but out. Garrett was there, but couldn't control it. 6-4 on the attack by Addie Hackle.
It's been great continued attack by Hackle tonight. It's been fun to watch her not try to go around the block so much, but through it, and just kind of opposing her will and it's kind of contagious by the Yellow Jackets.
Garrett sends that one wide. It's now 6-5 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Larson will continue to serve. Larson with the serve. Punched up. Costello will have to send it over. Deep in the back row for Kunza. Coast now in the middle for Hackle to Costello. Near side coming in was Wagner. Costello with the pass across there on the attack by Fromke. Battle at the net. Garrett punches it over. Coast underneath with the set for Malzoff. Blocked and down. Malzoff ties it at 6.
Great answer by the Yellow Jackets every time. They're the ones now really putting the pressure on the Rebels, and you can kind of see as it gets going, the Rebels not swinging quite as free, and then they send one almost up to us.
Wagner with the kill will go to the back row. Rebels by 1. She will now serve. Battle at the net goes to Hackle, and a nice receive by Griffin on a tough serve, and a miss hit there makes it 7-all. One of the things the Yellow Jackets have kind of done a better job here tonight a little bit has been on the receive game.
I agree, Jason. It's been one of those that the passes are better, they're allowed to hit better, which is keeping the Rebels on their heels, but they're a nice attack by the Rebels.
That time was Boyd. 8-7 as we teeter-totter back and forth here in the early going of set number 2. Kind of the same way set 1 was. Neither team really got that big run, but the Rebels did have that marginal lead, it seemed like, and then the Yellow Jackets came back.
Well, they're about in that rotation where Carly Wagner's coming back up to this left-hand side of the Yellow Jackets' right-hand side, and she's dangerous from there. You get her and Tweeten up there, and they're tough.
Boyd with that kill, 9-7. Garrett to continue to serve. Garrett takes a look for where to go on the serve. And Nelson with the receive. They go to the back row to Hackle. Pushed over, drops down in front of Griffin. Boyd changed it up, went soft instead of the power. And it's now 10-7 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Boyd, what a great all-around player. She showed that the service line's been able to hit the ball really well and just court savvy.
Zacharias with a strong hit. Garrett tracks it down. This will be tough to get over, but Wagner does it. Coast now at the left hand. Garrett there. And that one is sent down by Frumke.
Boy, that's a heartbreaker for the Yellow Jackets. You do everything right and you have them scrambling. And again, we've talked about the Rebels. It's like there's 12 of them out there. They cover the court so well. Now they're covering not only in play but out of play. So again, it's fun to watch them work as well.
Back row Hackle kept alive. Set over. Coast in the middle for Zacharias. Garrett keeps it alive. Wagner in the back to Nelson. Hackle passes it up for Mulzoff off the double block. Nice play there to keep it alive by Boyd. Garrett will punch it into the net. Garrett has that motion. She's used to blocking a lot of shots in the lane, and that was kind of what it looked like there. She's getting ready to continue her basketball career at MSU Moorhead after this year. Coastal now serve at 11-8. Accent again from Key. Coast, but the Yellow Jackets in the net, so it don't matter. 12-8, Rebels.
And again, I think this is the rotation where you've seen the most success for the Rebels. I'd be surprised if you don't start seeing a heavy dose to Wagner over on the Yellow Jackets' right-hand side, the Rebels' left-hand side. She swings so well from this side and has so much power.
Zacharias sends it over. And now they go to Boyd, and Hackle unable to really do much with that one as that was coming right at her with the power of Boyd. It's 13-8. Coast. Mulzoff blocked back. Haas in the middle, 14-8. Wouldn't be surprised if you see a Yellow Jacket timeout shortly.
Well, and what's happened is the Yellow Jackets, you see a little fizzle here. This is the tough parts where you've got to now regather yourself. They're not moving quite as well as they were defensively in that first match, and there's kind of that example, not getting your feet underneath.
A serve leads to a timeout. On your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard, the Rebels lead set 2, 15-8. We'll be back.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
And we're back into the Hive. Rebels continuing this run at the service line, leading 15-8. And a Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. As that one's into the net, Zacharias with the big hit there. Keep her going would be huge for the Yellow Jackets tonight. The Yellow Jackets will have to serve. It'll be Sam Mulzoff. And that one's sent long by Boyd. 15-10. As Perham Health says, the Yellow Jackets just need to keep hitting it, and that's what they did the last two plays there.
Well, and I think the Achilles heel, just watching the Rebels for the first time, are these unforced errors. when they put the ball where it's supposed to be, they're really going to be tough to beat. But they're giving the Yellow Jackets a lot of extra swings here.
Larson with the block was set up nicely. Haas there. And it's 16-10. That one was one of those that was pretty well telegraphed. And the Rebels were ready for it. Boyd to serve. Larson. Zacharias punches it over, and the Yellow Jackets. Zacharias again keeps it alive after a nice play by Hackle as well. But that just sets up Wagner to bury it on the far sideline to make it 17-10.
And again, just early in the season, but you can see where the Rebels have had success. They have a plethora of ladies that really can take over the offense at any given time. Makes it really hard to defend, but there's another unforced error.
And almost caught a Yellow Jacket fan coming near the edge of the court on the long serve.
Get in the gym, you better be alert.
Maddie Kunza will serve. That one's just long. The attack attempt there that time by Haas in the middle goes long. Makes it 17-12. Yellow Jackets to serve. It'll be Kunza. That one's just long. Costello with a nice call there. That's 18-12.
And that's one of the first times I can remember from really early on in this match that the Yellow Jackets just kind of gave it back early on. So, again, I think Coach Thompson's going to be happy with the way the Yellow Jackets are playing. They just got to get back on the attack.
Nice pass set and buried by Hackle in the kill, 18-13. Now Griffin will serve. Griffin has that low line drive serve. That's too low on that one. And it's now 19-13 as she finds the net.
Well, and I also think being that left-handed, you don't see it that often. It's kind of like in high school bringing in a really dominant left-handed pitcher. You just don't get enough chances to see it. It comes at a different angle. So she could really help the Yellow Jackets come tournament time with the serve game.
And Garrett finds the far corner. 20-13. Rebels in control of set number 2 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard here in the 549 Media Network. Tweeton will serve. Wolf in the back. Now goes. It's Hackle with the kill. Makes it 20-14. Larson will serve now for the Yellow Jackets. And sends that one just wide on the far sideline of the court. Wagner will now serve with the Rebels closing in on set 2 at 21-14. Set there, Hackle, she gets another kill. Just keep feeding Hackle right now for the Yellow Jackets, but she will go to the back and have to serve. Which will change that up just a little bit as Hackle will serve.
Right, and it's so rotational dependent right now. Both teams, where they go. And again, a great serve there by Hackle. She's having a whale of a second set.
That return goes off the pin, makes it 21-16. Hackle's shown at times she can put a team on her back. She's kind of doing that a little bit here in the second set in the comeback. It's now down to 5. Hackle, tough return, but it's punched up by Zacharias. Near side and out by Boyd. The Yellow Jackets now close to 4. Has a little bit of that feel, that second set against Moorhead where the Yellow Jackets were down double digits. Now have closed this to 4. You know, this lead was about 6-7, so now it's, where we're sitting at here. Hackle on the serve. Boyd on the attack and off the block and out. 21-18.
And again,
or 22-17.
You just get the feel, Jason, that both teams, they get that lead, they kind of let off just a little bit. And I think that's what you want to avoid. Once you get going, keep that momentum on your side. But give credit to both sides. I think they're playing about. The Yellow Jackets are defending pretty well. You just got to see that energy's dwindled a little bit from set one.
Zachariah sends it over. Now Boyd again. She's a nice option for the Rebels on the attack.
Well, between Boyd, Wagner, Garrett, Tweeten, it's almost like pick your poison. Which one, and what they're able to do then is keep constant pressure because there's always somebody in the front row that's not afraid to swing, and there's a tough one. Nice job by Molzoff.
Zachariah sends that over, but it's out. This tough one's off the tape, and it leads to set points for the Rebels. Garrett on the serve. Wolf in the back row, can't control it. It's an ace. Rebels take set 2, 25-17. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and have your mid-set report here on the 549 Media Network.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, ucbankmn.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets continue to, it's finding that consistency, which has been their bug a little bit. As they dropped the second set, had some moments, but the Rebels were strong, winning that one 25-17. And that's where we stand, 1-1 after two apiece, after two here from the Hive. Best of 5. And we get ready for set 3. Here on the 549 Media Network. Again, tune in Thursday night. Yellow Jackets will take on Staples Motley back here at the Hive in some more volleyball action. And then Friday night, our first gridiron coverage as the Yellow Jackets take on the Rebels in a battle of two 2-0 teams. As that will take place, 10 mile over field, 7 o'clock kick. Pre-game show with myself and Kyle Haberman at about 6:30, 6:35-ish. As Zach Kunza will start this third set with a serve. Coast the dig attempt, but the buried at the net there. Nicely that time by Haas again in the middle, and the Rebels lead 1-0 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard lines.
Well, I'm going to go back to what you said about consistency and the Yellow Jackets looking for it. I think they played okay. I think the Rebels played way more consistent in that second service. And let's be fair. They should be the favorite tonight. The Yellow Jackets are swinging and doing a great job and putting pressure on them. I think they forced them to not be as consistent as they wanted to in this first one. Look for the Yellow Jackets to get going. It should be 1-1, I believe.
As Griffin got that kill, and now she will serve. Sat there, Garrett comes in, Nelson late as it drops, and it's 2-1.
Little different look by the Rebels there, that little slide by Garrett, whether it was meant to be or not. It might have been a miss hit on the set. But anyways, it put wheels in motion and caught the Yellow Jackets off guard.
And that one goes long. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Rebels.
And here's where I think the Rebels got more consistent in the second. They took an opportunity like this with an unforced error, and they ballooned the lead from 3-1 to 7-1 before they 8-1 before they gave it back. And I think there should be a tip there.
I thought so, or they maybe said Kunza whiffed. It's called out. They're going to discuss with the chair. She went at it, but did she whiff? And we don't.
Yeah, nobody's going in the booth to see the replay. So again, it's going to go point to the Yellow Jackets. My initial was just the way the ball changed, the flexion of the ball, but must not have been.
Back row attack, Kunza. Now to Molzoff. Kept alive there by Boyd. Now on the far side with the attack Fromke. Now they go to Hackle with the left hand. Kept alive there. That's on by Stewart. Now punched long by Wegner, and the Yellow Jackets have tied it up at 3.
And again, those were the mistakes you didn't see by the Rebels in the second. When they had their opportunities, they hit well. But give credit to the Yellow Jackets. They're keeping. It's not a clean offensive set for the Rebels, and when they get out of sequence, that gets tough service long. So Yellow Jackets give the service back to the Rebels.
Well, we talk about the generosity tonight that we've seen from both these teams, and sometimes that shows up right there on the long serve. It might be from the other call earlier, but now it's Molzoff who unable to get that one over. It's 5-3. Well, we've seen the level at the Yellow Jackets. When I talk about the consistency, we've seen the Yellow Jackets, what level they can play at. That first set against Moorhead, the first set against DGF tonight. It's finding that level, which is tough, and Hackle sends that one long. And it's now 6-3.
Well, and again, I think even more than the consistency, it's keeping that energy level up. They come out with a lot of steam, and they get really rolling. And then it seems like they go a little flat in the second. So balancing those things out throughout the season and just kind of keeping up with that pace will be, I think, what the Yellow Jackets will work on in practice.
Nice block at the net, Cam Coast. Makes it 6-4. We saw between 1 and 2, the Yellow Jackets did something different they haven't done all year. Went into the locker room for a little bit. It's almost a way to try to simulate, hey, we're starting again. And a new start, but that one into the net, 7-4.
It was interesting, and it was interesting in the fact that I think what you said, Jason, is what they did. I'd almost want to just keep the girls on the floor and kind of rush the Rebels back in and go, let's keep rolling. We played so well, but a good strategy by the Yellow Jackets in changing things up just a little bit.
That one sent long. Nelson with the read there makes it 7-5.
Back to a lot of unforced errors, especially on their hits by the Rebels. Yellow Jackets have to capitalize here, let's be honest, because if they don't, we saw what happened in set 2.
Coast with the serve. Boyd tips, Coast length, and it's down. It's 8-5. Hallie Schreiber will now serve. Hackle, coast now to set for Zacharias, block back and down. Getting the block there, Ava Huss. 9-5, Rebels leading set number 3, They won set 2, 25-17. Trying to take a 2-1 lead on the match. Now the pop high fly ball serves there. Now they go near side. Mulzoff goes to the far side, but it's Redwell tweeting there. But Boyd sends that deep. That's 9-6. Serving will be Mulzoff.
Well, and here's the scary part for the Yellow Jackets. They have not generated any of their own scoring in this third set. It's 9-6, but it's all come off of missed plays by the Rebels. So the Yellow Jackets have to clean this up, or this could be a long set 3, because you can't bank on the Rebels mishitting the whole set.
Another kill there makes it 10-6.
Probably the wrong time as the Rebels are on the run, but I'd be amiss if I didn't. Addie Hackles had a fabulous game for the Yellow Jackets. And saying that, she's been all over the place, and there's a good offensive set by the Yellow Jackets. She's been good serving. She's been all over the floor, and she's been really dynamic hitting the ball tonight.
Kunze will now serve. Nice serve there, got Costello moving. That one sent over there by Tweeton. Yellow Jackets. Hackle goes to the corner, Schreiber. Costello near side, that's Wagner long. That's 10-8. Well, one thing too, the Yellow Jackets at times, I've talked about with Paige Thompson, their service game is not getting the defense moving. That was a nice one on the last one by Kunze, and that one there as well, getting them moving.
Well, it's keeping them out of their normal rotation. The setter's not getting the ball, and right now that they've got it's the service game that has the Rebels reeling. But it's just odd to me this sport, Jason, that I've never really played. There's one served out after a bunch of really nice ones, but how the Rebels now have just kind of lost that back line with their attack. They're having a hard time getting an attack in right now, and that's what's keeping the Yellow Jackets in this one.
Now Hackle, Costello back, but it's out. Addie Hackle putting her name in heavy consideration for the Steve Sanitation Player of the Game coming up in our post-game show. Griffin will serve. Back set Tweeton into the net, and we're all square at 11. Now this is, I know as a coach, it's different sitting up here, seeing how the momentum's changed a little bit. I probably would have wasted timeouts. Like we had that discussion a lot last year, and there's a kill in the back row by Boyd.
Well, and I think early on you let teams play out. At least that's what it seems like to me now, watching the sport more than I have in the past. You don't waste early timeouts knowing you may need them at the end. And again, I think it's a good to battle through, and you get a little break at each point where you can do a little coaching as well.
Garrett sends that. Coast quickly. Nice read by Cam Coast. We're tied at 12. And Ben Johnson learned last night the valuable and the importance of timeouts and how to work the clock. So learned that late last night as Nelson will serve.
I think we're always all learning as we go here, but nice job by the Yellow Jackets staying in this one. Good quick attack there by the Rebels.
Ball's off. Nice read, finds that to Costello's right, it's down 13-12.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Now it seems like it's flipped. You see the Rebels kind of on their heels there, and another good serve.
Sophie Nelson hasn't really served much in a while, and she comes with an ace and leads to a timeout, and we'll take it with them. Yellow Jackets lead by 2 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here, and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Welcome back into the Hive. Sophie Nelson continuing to serve for the Yellowjackets. And that was just long. And it's 14-13.
The art of the timeout, just like icing the kicker right there. And again, getting the serve back to the Rebels. Let's see if they can get consistent. And just as I say that, it's in the net.
15-13. Hackle will serve. Zacharias comes back in. Deep serve. Costello pushes it up ahead. There, Boyd. Nelson unable to corral it, and it's into the second row. Boyd's power was on display on that one. It's 15-14. Garrett to serve. The Yellowjackets by a point. And a pivotal third set. As we're all square at one. Zacharias into the student section. It's now 15-all. Garrett will serve. She takes a look at the Yellowjacket back row. Goes to Hackle. Coast far side. Zacharias. She adjusts. Sends it over. Big attack there for Alexis Frumke, the senior with the kill, and now the Rebels back in front by a point in set 3. Timeout really paid off for head coach Justice Siver. Short on the serve though. Just as I say that, we're back to 16-0.
I was going to go with announcer jinx there, but you and I fight on that every year, so people are probably tired of that.
16-16. Mulls off to serve. Boyd blocked back, just out. Good read there by our linesman on that one on the double block attempt. Just out. The Yellowjackets take a timeout. The Yellowjackets trail by 1 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellowjackets!
Back here live at the Hive. We're at set 3. The Rebels will have the serve, leading 17-16. The Yellowjackets took set 1. However, DGF took set 2 and trying to go on a late run here to take set 3, but the Yellowjackets open the timeout. Will change the momentum like it did for the Rebels when they took theirs just a few points ago. And Mulls off. It's kept alive there by Tweeden. Now they're going to go near side. Boyd again off the block, and it's in.
Boy, Boyd has been so consistent for the Rebels. It seems like whenever they really need a point, or tonight it's been Boyd. I know Wagner's been really constant for them as well. So again, it's tough to get that double block when you got a couple ladies who can hit.
Hackle send it over. Free opportunity again for DGF, and Tweeten misses the line. And it's 18-17. Sam Malzoff will serve. And misses that line on the errant serve, and 3 points late usually prove costly, and now Boyd will serve for the Rebels. Larson gets it back from Coast. Off the hands of Costello. 19-18, Yellow Jackets close to within one. On your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard as Maddie Kunze will come in to serve.
My guess is that one was going to be long, Jason. It looked like it had a little bit too much steam, but great for the Yellow Jackets.
Wagner far side. Tied at 19. She misses that line. Kunze will serve again. Off the tape. Rebels react quickly. Wagner, far side. Interesting footwork on the far side there by head coach Paige Thompson. A couple of kick saves over there on the far side, but the Yellow Jackets, most importantly, lead by a point. Kunze is serving at Costello. Now they'll go to Tweeten. She goes soft and reads it perfectly and drops that in front of the back row, and we're tied again at 20.
Well, it's probably a good changeup by the Rebels. They have struggled to get that attack down in this third set, so a good changeup there by Tweeten.
Kunze slides in. Now the hackle off the double block to the near side. Rebels give chase just off the bottom of your screen. They can't get to it. Yellow Jackets by a point again. Now Griffin to serve. A serve here would be huge for the Yellow Jackets. Griffin. Garrett rolls across the tape. And it's Wagner off the block. And we're all square once again at 21. Tweeten now to serve. Kunze. Coast to set far side. Hackle. Dorak sends it over. Tough play. Great grab by the fans. And AD Aaron Anderson, the Yellow Jackets lead 22-21. We have multiple substitutions from the Rebels. The Yellow Jackets with Sophie Nelson will serve, leading by a point late. Set 3. Off the double block there, the kill for Frunke. We're all square at 22 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Holly Schreiber. Carly Wagner will serve. Off the tape, Nelson adjusts, gets to a Coast now for Malza. Costello plays the set here near side. And Boyd there again. We haven't said her name a lot, but we should say it a little bit more. Annika Stewart has done an outstanding job setting for these Rebels.
Well, exactly. When they get in good rhythm, you can see she's the straw that stirs the drink here for the Rebels. She puts it right on their hands. So again, big point here for the Yellow Jackets.
Holly Shriver as well has done a nice job for the Rebels at the service game. Is Boyd there, or excuse me, at the setting. Back row, they're going to go to Nelson. Will send it over, and that's just too easy as Garrett buries that. It's now set point 24-22 in favor of the Rebels.
Right, if you don't want to make a mistake right at the net like that. In Garrett, you could just see her eyes light up from here. She was so ready to hit that one.
Nelson now, far side to Molza. Set near side, boy, tough one there. But she adjusts now, coast to Molza. Kept alive. Kroenke again. Jocelyn Griffin keeps it alive. In the middle, Hackle tries to direct. Now it's punched around. And Boyd through the block. No, Yellowjackets keep it, send it back. Garrett. Nelson punches it, and it would have been long, but now it's set 3 victory for the Rebels at 25-22.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker for the Yellowjackets. They did a lot of things well. They capitalized on the Rebels giving some points. They just didn't quite have enough at the end, and the Rebels are showing why they're 8-0 to start the season.
We'll take a break, come back, set 4 on the 549 Media is coming up shortly.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
At Hilltop Lumber, we help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
We are family owned and operated, serving the Lakes area since 1988. Though Hilltop Lumber is our name, we're much more than that. We provide superior consulting and design, accurate estimates, thorough product knowledge, and on-time delivery. We have a full range of building supplies from windows, doors, decking, and siding to hardware, tools, paints, and stains. Take the stress out of building and let us help you find the perfect products for your project. Hilltop Lumber. We help plan, supply, and deliver dreams.
They go where you go. They're your wingman. Your, I should get this thing checked out support system. Who knows? They may even be your +1. Or should we say +4? These are your tires. Small town, large city, winter, summer. Every destination and every type of weather. At OK Tire Store and Service, we go the extra mile so you can add some extra miles. See us for tires, preventative maintenance, and more. OKTireInc.com.
Welcome back into the Hive. We got set 4 coming up. Yellowjackets win set 1, 28-26. DGF takes 2 and 3 by 17-22. And that's where we're sitting, getting ready for set number 4. Make sure to stay tuned for the KLN Family Brands postgame show. That's all coming up. As well as we like to name our Steve Sanitation Play of the Game. That's coming up in our postgame show. But Yellowjackets are hoping that's a little bit of ways, and they could take set 4 and force a 5th. The Rebels are hoping to head back home here after this set.
Right, and the Yellowjackets are going to have to rally right here, being down 2-1 to extend this thing out, and they have the capabilities to do that. They've proven it over and over again. And again, I think if you're the Rebels, you're just looking for that consistency. Make sure that outside attack, you're on that downward plane when you're swinging, and put pressure on the Yellowjackets.
Griffin with the attack there. Rebels send it over. Tough read. And it's down for the Rebels. They lead 1-0.
And again, I think the good thing you can take out of that is Griffin swinging away tonight. And that's going to help the Yellowjacket. That left-handed swing makes it really tough as there's a serve that's long by the Rebels. But the Yellowjackets need those extra attackers.
So we're all square at 1-1. As Maddie Kunze will now serve. Costello. Tweeton, Ghost plays that. Now Griffin will have to send it over. Near side, Wagner. Off of Larson and Nelson, and a kill, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, that looks a little bit more like the Rebel attack, Jason, as they're kind of a little bit more with that quick than a little bit more they were deliberate in the last set.
Griffin off the pin, had to adjust mid-flight on that one. And Costello will serve. The Rebels lead 3-1 here in set 4 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Off the tape, gets the roll. Larson puts it right in the net. Garrett was there. 4-1. Now Foltz will come in for the Yellow Jackets as Costello will serve.
That was just a nice job by Costa to start with. That's a tough one. It rolls just over the net. For her to get hands on that in the first place was almost amazing. But again, here you gotta stop this right now if you're gonna get a shot, and the Rebels do that for the Yellow Jackets.
The errant serve makes it 4-2. Griffin will serve for the Yellow Jackets.
Sometimes wondering if that subbing isn't like taking a timeout just to slow the roll of the Rebels, and if that was, nice job by Coach Thompson.
But a quick answer again, Carly Tweeton. And DGF makes it 5-2. This is a Rebel team that looks more determined, I think, than we've seen in the past, and they've been playing some great volleyball, like you said, 8-0. They've only dropped 2 sets coming in tonight. The Yellow Jackets handed them 1 now of the 3 they've dropped in their 8 wins. And 9 performances, as that one's in the net at 6-2. Yes, most of that was tournament play, but they have faced some quality teams as well.
Well, and I think they would arguably say they haven't played their best volleyball tonight, but you can give the Yellow Jackets some credit for that. They put some pressure on them, and again, look for them to get back to that attacking style. If you're the Yellow Jackets, just continue to put pressure on.
Unable to get that over, as it's now 7-2. Like, there's a lot of bright spots so far. I'm not saying this one's over, but a lot of bright spots that we've seen from week 1 and game 1 to all the way here tonight from this Yellow Jacket squad as they continue to grow together as a group. Garrett on the slide. Griffin plays that. Ghost now for Foltz. Blocked back and down. Garrett hobbling a little bit, but gets the block. Makes it 8-2.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jason. I think the play of Jocelyn Griffin's a place you can start. Mia Zacharias is a place you can look at. Addie Hackle, I think, has had her best game of the season, arguably. Right now, it's not looking like it's going to go the way the Yellow Jackets want it to go. But those are the things you're looking for as you get to this part of the season.
Rebels by 7 in set 4. We'll be back.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Perham Health is here to take care of you, to keep you crushing it. Broken bone? We'll fix it. New baby? We'll deliver. We've heard that. And yes, we can help. From life's big moments to the annoyingly sick ones, our providers have the expertise and compassion to handle it all. Perham Health, so you can keep on hitting it.
Well, Yellow Jackets will need to keep on hitting, and if they try to come back in set number 4, trailing 9-2 to DGF as Tweeton will serve out of the break. Short serve. Kunza, now Nelson will have to send it over. That gives the Rebels an opportunity. Garrett on the slide gets the kill.
Again, the Yellow Jackets just have to find a way now to rally to just get the serve back first and then play point by point. And again, the Rebels, I have a feeling this is their recipe for success. You just attack for so long, you're just seeing the Yellow Jackets now back on their heels. And again, you got to give a lot of credit to the Rebels right now.
A serve, 11-2. Tweeting again. Now mixes it up with a short serve. This goes to Hackle, and she ends the run with a kill, and it's 11-3.
And again, nice job by Addie Hackle. She's had a really solid night through all of these sets. Hasn't had the opportunities this set quite as much to get the attack going. But again, for the Yellow Jackets, Jason, now it kind of becomes about pride. I think Coach Thompson's going to see who's going to battle, who's going to keep attacking right here. It's tough when you kind of see this and you're down this many sets.
And that one's just long on the attack, makes it 11-4. And what you're seeing, the Rebels, I don't know if you noticed this, Lance, they've kind of changed up who they're going to a little bit here in this set. Also with the rotations, yes, I understand that part, but they've changed who they're going to Garrett a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I think they're working on, you watch their offense going, they're working a little different here, and Garrett's kind of been the one who's receiving most of the play right now.
12-4, is that one? Is sent long.
And I think for the Rebels to make a really deep run, they're going to need Garrett in the middle. And so this is a smart way to get live action against really good defensive team, the Yellow Jackets.
That one, nice save by Wolf, but unable to corral its coast. 13-4, Rebels lead. And now we'll have a substitution. Natalie Flattle will come in for the Yellow Jackets in the back row. Rebels will continue to serve. Coach sends it over. Costello there. They're going near side, and a familiar face all night, Danielle Boyd. Holly Boyd with the kill, 14-4. That's a 10-point Rebel lead in set 4. On your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard.
Yeah, she's had an incredible game from start to finish and all over the floor. Her service game was great. She's just a real constant attack for the Rebels.
Hackle with the kill. 14-5. Hackle get ready to serve. Zacharias back in. Short, nice serve there by Hackle. Boyd, though, just buries that one. 15-5. Misread on that attack. Garrett will now serve. All right, Garrett's shorts on that one. Makes it 15-6 on your Hilltop Lumber scoreboard. Griffin back into the front. Coast will now serve. That one's sent long. 16-6. We'll have a moment. I'd like to thank Yellow Jack Pep Band did a nice job here tonight. Matt Lamb had the place rocking before the night began. We have a timeout. We'll take it with them.
At United Community Bank, we're not just in the community, we're sewn into the fabric of it. We shop downtown, we coach Little League, we're a part of your story. We're not serving customers, we're serving families. And we've done so since 1911. We're here for your first bank account, your first car, your first home. Community is our middle name, and Perham, Frazee, and Dent are our homes. And where some banks have branches, we have roots. United Community Bank, UCBankMN.com, member FDIC.
Picture this, brand new floors that make your home feel brand new. At Interiors by Winkles in Perham, flooring isn't just what we do, it's all we do. For over 35 years, our family-owned showroom has helped homeowners find the perfect carpet, hardwood, vinyl, or tile. We handle it all. Design ideas, detailed estimates, and expert installation, so you can enjoy the results, not the stress. Interiors by Winkles, where flooring meets expertise. Visit interiorsbywinkles.com to start today.
Welcome back here to the Hive. Yellow Jackets trailing by 10. Jason Groth with Lance Rock. Hallie Schreiber continuing to serve for the Rebels. Coast. That's Zacharias on the attack. Boyd again. Hackle. Battle at the net, won by Haas. Yellow Jackets in the net as well at 17-6.
Boy, Boyd has just put the pressure on the Yellow Jackets, and even when she doesn't get the kill, Jason, she sets them in such bad spots on their defense that it's really tough, and there's an ace.
It's coming to be one of those nights here in set number 4 for the Yellow Jackets. You talked about it, Lance, this game, and just the way it could spiral quickly and how the momentum can build.
Right, and I think it just keeps you flat-footed when things aren't going your way, and you notice the Yellow Jackets not quite moving like they did early on in this match, but and things like that start to happen when you're not quite on top of what's going and on top of your game.
19-6. Schreiber to serve. Just misses that far sideline. Veteran linesman all over that one.
And again, the way things have been going, you almost assume that was going to be in because everything's kind of went the way of the Rebels here.
Off the tape. Read well by the Rebel front line. That one. Is called out. 19-8. Tough call for the linesman when he gets pilled by the shots.
Well, you know something good's happening when you get an oof from our play-by-play guy, and that one was one right there.
Ace serve there for Malzoff, makes it 19-9.
Good job by the Yellow Jackets battling right here.
Malzoff. On the attack, Boyd blocked out. 20-9 is your score in favor of the Rebels. Boyd will serve. Larson plays it. Ends up going over the net eventually. But there, Wagner's there to bury it. That's 21-9. Now Fultz will come back in.
That's the dynamic that went away for a little while from the Rebels, is that double swing middle and outside. And again, everything went long as that one went in the net short. But again, just some things from the Rebels that I'm sure they're going to want to clean up, and there's things that the Yellow Jackets are going to take away that are really good from tonight, and some things that they're going to talk about, like we can't let this happen again. And that's the great thing about high school sports.
Kyla Wolf will serve for the Yellow Jackets. And that one's long. 22-10, Rebels lead by 12 in set 4, looking to close out a 3-1 victory tonight as Costello will serve. Griffin, Coast, far side, Hackle, and that's a kill for Eddie Hackle. 22-11. Griffin will serve for the Yellow Jackets. Low liner, played by DGF. Garrett sends it over Nelson there. Hackle ranges, gets it over. Costello now with the pass. On the attack for Tweeten, sent long. It's 22-12.
Student section getting involved there.
Finding out that when you're in the front row, you got to pay attention as Griffin will serve. And she has an ace. The Yellowjackets continue to battle, 22-13.
And this will be one of the things you look at when you watch film is the girls haven't given up. And again, we talked about earlier, consistency at the service line is going to be key as you get to tournament time. And Griffin being able to serve left-handed, I think, does cause some problems. Again, still looking for that consistency from the Yellow Jackets, but it's getting better each and every game.
Tweeten, short serve. Hackle will send it over, just misses the line. Set and match point for the Rebels. Stay tuned, KLN Family Brands post-game show coming up. Hackle. Now there, Wagner. Nelson keeps it alive. Goes to set for Fultz. Back row, Boyd. Wolf plays that. Now Nelson. Fultz sends it over. Back set, Garrett on the slide. Kept alive by Flatto. Dumped over. Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Coast sets it there in the middle for Hackle. Flatto keeps it alive. Now the slide, Hackle. Wagner. Nelson hooks it up in the air. Now Fultz just over, and the Rebels keep it alive. Their defense tonight has been exceptional. Fultz sends that over. Back row attack, Boyd blocked at the net by Coast. Kept alive. Now Fultz sends it over. Well, what a long rally this one is. Garrett misses it just wide. And it's 24-14. An outstanding rally there for the Yellow Jackets.
And that's the fight I've been looking to see out of these Yellow Jackets. Your back's up against the wall, literally. And they just went blow for blow with the Rebels, and good for them. And it's fun to end. If this is the end, it's fun to see this battle happen.
And Boyd ends it there for the Rebels as they will take set 4, 25-14. They take the match 3-1. We'll be back. KLN Family Brands postgame show is coming up.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back here to the Hive right now. The Rebels sharing in the moment with Camille Costello. She became the all-time Digs leader at DGF High School. Congrats to her, and the Rebels getting the victory tonight, 3-1 over the Yellowjackets, and a nice moment for her fans, friends, family, as they give her and present her with a shovel as well as a nice banner.
The golden shovel, I love it for the Digs. Pretty awesome, and definitely congratulations to them. And the Rebels look good, pushing their record to 9-0 now, depending on what you look at with tournaments and the like. But you can see where they've gotten this far, Jason. They have multiple ladies that can really just hit the volleyball, and again, I think they're battling what everybody else battles. A little bit of that consistency and keeping it match after set and going into match after match, and they're going to be tough come tournament time if everybody stays healthy.
An exciting game it was tonight. The Yellowjackets showed the level that they can play at and where they can get to, but DGF also showed that they're at that level, and you could just see it, just the year of experience that might be the difference between these two teams.
Right, and I think we talked about it earlier. If you're Coach Thompson, I think anytime you coach a high school event, and myself included, there's things you're going to love about the event. You're going to go, oh, that was okay, and there's things you're going to go, man, we have to clean this up. And there's no doubt she's going to see all three of those things when she goes back to watch film. But what we talked about earlier, I think you can hang your hat in that they're improving night after night. This is a really, really good volleyball team. And for the first three sets, the Yellowjackets had a chance to win all three of those. You're in the matches. Now, what magic touch needs to happen, that's where I'm out of my realm. But you know that they're going to work on those things. I know it's going to boil back to it usually boils back to the basics, where your passing, your serve receive, and your service game will lead you to where you need to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if they work on all three of those in practice.
And with that, Lance, we'll take a break, come back, and we'll have our Safe Sanitation's player of the game tonight. All that and more coming up in our KLN Family Brands postgame show.
Lakes Community Cooperative is proud to support Yellow Jacket activities and our entire community. From propane and fuel to feed, HVAC, country stores, auto shops, a meat market, and more, LCC is your one-stop cooperative for farm, home, and business needs. Locally owned and trusted for generations, Lakes Community Cooperative is committed to powering our communities and serving you every day. Visit lakescommunitycoop.com to learn more about your cooperative and the many ways we can serve you. Horseman Investments and Insurance can help you with your retirement planning goals and insurance protection needs. Kyle Van Dyke and his team provides educated retirement solutions, wealth management strategies, inheritance and legacy planning, and personalized auto, homeowners, and life insurance protection plan. We are here for your lifelong financial wellness. To set up an appointment, call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com.
At New Horizons Realty, we're on your team. For over 25 years, we've been helping families and businesses find the perfect place to call home here in the Lakes area. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just dreaming, we've got the experience and local knowledge to guide you through every step of your real estate journey. As proud supporters of the Perham Yellowjackets, we believe in building strong teams on the mat, court, or field, and in the community. Check out our current listings at perhamrealestate.com or give us a call today at 218-346-7767.
80-90% of this world goes to a 8-to-5 job, and they get to slave away to barely get by. We have the opportunity to go put in the work and be able to change people's lives. Be the less than 1% in this business. Everyone in this room has the opportunity for growth. Everyone in this room has the opportunity to go protect a bunch of people.
Be that person today.
If you're self-motivated and disciplined, this is the opportunity for you. Call Dan Persons at 218-259-0741 for more information. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
Welcome back, KLN Friendly Brands postgame show. We have a couple of things to wrap up tonight. Our Steve Sanitation player of the game first, Lance, for the DGF Rebels.
Yeah, I don't think you can go any further than they've had a lot of girls that really played well, but Boyd was tough all night. Whether it was at the service line, back row attack to the front row attack, it seemed like every time the Yellow Jackets kind of got to a point where they were going to make a run, you said the name Boyd, and she just crushed it all over the floor tonight, and it was fun to watch, even if it was for the opposing team. She's a really nice player for the Rebels.
And then for the Yellow Jackets tonight, the Yellow Jackets needed a kill for the most part. They went to Addie Hackle, and she had a big game.
Yeah, I think all-around game tonight was probably, you know what you're going to get when it comes to the attack skills of Addie Hackle. She's going to she's a powerful hitter. She knows how to get to her spots, and she knows when to take a little something off of her attack. But tonight I thought she served well. I thought she received well. I thought she was a spark for her team more than anything when they needed it. So, again, a great night for Addie Hackle on a tough night for the Yellow Jackets.
Take a look. Busy week still ahead. You can see our 549 Media Network schedule for the fall coming up. Continues on Thursday night. Yellow Jackets back here at the Hive, welcoming Staples Motley, a new conference member last year into the town. They come in what should be a fun contest, I know, especially for you overall, but also just a fun night overall when these two teams get together.
Yeah, I'll try not to be too biased. I know my sister's group is, my sister's the head coach at Staples Motley. My brother-in-law is the assistant coach, and they're bringing a young squad, and they're in a little bit of a rebuild. But if we've learned anything from volleyball, you don't take any win for granted, and they'll come in scrappy. And again, as much as I love my sister, I'm a Yellow Jacket true and true. So it'll be a fun night for me to be able to cover that and cheer on my Yellow Jackets and also watch my sister's team play.
Then Friday night, you'll pass the headset over and take on a different headset as the Yellow Jackets take on the Rebels in what should be a fun one at Ted Minover Field. I'll be joined by Kyle Haberman and Lance. That always a perennial and always a good battle. I don't want you to say too much. I know you're in that spot as a coach, but it's always a fun affair when the Rebels and the Yellow Jackets usually get together.
No, you have to respect the Rebels and what they've done year after year after year. They have really served Section 8 AAA well, and we're getting ready. And it's going to be a fun night. I'm thankful that you're covering it, Jason, but if you can come out as well, it's going to be a fun night, and our boys are working hard.
Well, that's Lance Rock. I'm Jason Grohl. Tonight, the Rebels earn a 3-1 victory over the Yellow Jackets. We thank you for tuning in, and have a good rest of your evening.
You've been watching 549 Media. Don't miss a moment. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications at youtube.com/@549media. The plays, the energy, the excitement, it's all right here with 549 Media.